dedication of this memorial. I would like to try to name everybody that was involved in this, but I can't do it. But there's several people I would like to mention that was really great and helped. We have Jim Feeney here, him and his wife Theo. They walked the Katy Trail 2 different years, 100 miles, about 100 miles each year. They spent a week of Jim's vacation, MoDOT vacation. And then we have Chris Sangren. He rode a bicycle all the way from Washington State to Jeff City. A few of you might have been here when he rode into town. Pretty big deal, pretty neat. And Ashley Halford, I don't know if she's here today, but she was very instrumental in helping us do some motorcycle rides and raised a lot of money for this memorial. It's a fine thing that we can honor, respect, and remember our fallen co-workers. Luckily, we've not had any die since '08, and we'd like to keep that up. And if any of the members, any of the fallen workers' families are here today, we would like to personally, meet with you and give our condolences. I know I've met one gentleman, his dad was killed in '68, so that's a long time ago. I was just a kid then. So anyhow, but
so
still,
was I.
Don was a kid then too. So anyhow, the association is proud to be part of this, and we really kind of started this in January of '09, started raising funds, and we was raising funds pretty good, and we realized that we couldn't build the biggest monument we wanted to because of restrictions. So we was able to raise the funds and have it dedicated today. So we appreciate everybody's help, and like I say, I can't remember everybody's name, so thank you all if you had anything to do with raising this money. And Don Hillis is going to take over now.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. I think that this has been a long journey. The idea came about in actually '08. We started talking about this idea, and we realized that the best way for this to happen was if the employees took control of this and raised the money, put the resources towards it, and it became an employee memorial. And that's truly what's happened. And I got to tell you, the Employees Association did right by you all. They stepped up, took charge, started raising money right away. We had lots of folks that were participating in various things, poker run type things where we had the Ride for Remembrance. That I think the idea actually came out of St. Louis, and there were several of those around the state. Somebody and not me, rode a bicycle across the country. Somebody, not me, walked the Katy Trail and did a great job. And as a result of all that, the employees of MoDOT, the employees and retirees, raised over $67,000. And that's why this happened. And it took a great commitment to make it happen. So that everyone's to be congratulated for that, and we should give everyone a round of applause for that. This is a dedication not only to the folks that have lost their lives, but it's a dedication every day to the people that go out there every day. We have people out there in harm's way today. And if this memorial will help people think about what they're doing when they're driving, think about what they're doing when they're going to work, because our people need to think every day about what they're doing when they're in harm's way to make sure we do it safely. We need to make sure we watch out for motorists. We need to make sure we watch out for each other, and we need to get everyone home safe every day. I want to point out we had major legislation this year that this issue keeps being talked about, and we've had a milestone in the legislature this year. Senator Parsons and Lemke and Representative Henson and Senator Stouffer's leadership passed a change to the move over law. Now MoDOT vehicles are part of the move over law, which requires people to slow down or stop or move over when they see a MoDOT vehicle out there. That's a great milestone. That's going to help us be safer out there for everybody. And we're going to be promoting that change and using that to make sure our roads are safe. And we don't add anyone to this memorial. That's our goal. We don't want to add anyone to this memorial. That's really all I have to say. I want to thank everyone that's been involved. I want to thank Colonel Replogle for his support from the Highway Patrol, because they're truly on board. They enforce our work zones aggressively. and we appreciate that, and that's a big reason we haven't added a name since 2008. And I also want to thank our leadership and our commission. Commissioner Farber's here. Thank you for your passion and leadership about getting our employees home safe. Kevin, Dave, Roberta, I saw her here somewhere. It's all about getting them home safe every day. That's what our mission is, and that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to focus on. Enough words. I think if I could get the Feeneys and Chris, if you could come up, we're going to unveil this thing. And I would also like Josh Slatton's parents and Rick Harmon's spouse, if you would come up. And anyone else that lost somebody in the line of duty, if you could come forward. This is the connect to me. This is symbolic because it's a connect. We've got the significant piece of the fundraisers, and we've got some folks that we're trying to memorialize. So.
I'd like to make one more statement. We've worked with a gentleman out of Springfield. At the initial, we kind of said, Brad Womack, here's what we want. What can you do for us? And he stepped up and give us some big discounts on this because it was for fallen workers. And he's very proud to be part of this. He didn't want his name on it anywhere. So I think we ought to give Brad Womack a hand.
Thanks everyone for coming. Please come up and take a look at this. It's beautiful. And this is your all's memorial that you all helped build. And let's honor those in here by making sure we don't add any more names. So let's do what we can to get everyone home safe every day. Thank you again for coming.